swear, you guys, that I look crazy compared to the first clip you just seen. And I was going to have my studio light on, but I was like, you know what? The anxiety's not playing ball today, I'm going to be honest. It's my grandma's birthday as I'm filming this, and I just want a chilled, laid back video, and that's what we're going for. So, welcome to my natural face, kind of, except for my eyebrows. So for my brows, I use just gentle filling in because obviously I have my brows waxed and tinted. So I use this Revolution like micro fine kind of like brow product, which is amazing. Like, look at that. Just to like add into the little sparse areas, and I just use my Incredibrows little brow palette. And then I use the Collection Lasting Perfection Stretch Concealer to carve them out and prime my eyelids. Like, look at that. It's been well used and abused. But it's amazing. And I use it to like spot conceal in between my brows because where I got them waxed, had a bit of a breakout. And I used a bit of powder over my face because I was just getting a bit shiny. So, we're going to get into the makeup. We're going to try a new eyeshadow palette, which I'm really excited for. This is the Revolution Pro No Regrets Soft Nude. And it's just so me, let's be honest. So we're just gonna use tweezers because my scissors are not here. Like, hello, how bloody gorgeous. So yeah, it's like an everyday but with extra glam kind of makeup, showing you the products I'm using. And we're just gonna get into it, have a bit of a ramble, have a bit of a catch up, bit of a life update. I forgot to put my eyelash serum on. This is also the Revolution Amanda Holden Brow and Lash Serum. I did the brow serum though, so it's fine. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, let's just shove some makeup on my face and get cracking. So I'm going to use this Primark tulip brush, which like tulip crease brush, which is amazing. And we're just going to start with like a neutral brown. Here, I've never used this, so it's a risk. There's quite a lot of fallout. Oh wow, like look at that colour. I did think it, like on the look of the palette, it looked so soft and buttery. Like, look at that. I'm definitely a Revolution girl, through and through. Like, there's not many products that have failed me by them. I haven't sat down to film my makeup in a long time. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I know a lot of you guys that love this kind of video, so hopefully the ones that are watching, hi, you like this. So it's just super chill. Maybe you're doing your makeup with me. Let me know if you are, what makeup looks you're doing. I'm going for the classic gold look. How are you all? I hope you're all good. Update on me, because that's why we're here, I guess. I'm okay. You know, like, everything is looking brighter. I'm on the right path. I'm waiting on actually on a phone call from the doctors, so if it cuts out, you guys know why. Like, look how buildable that colour is. Oh my god, it's flawless. Okay, I'm obsessed. This was the best £3 I've ever spent. It retails for £6, but I got it on buy one get one half price on Revolution products from Superdrug. Like that, with like cleaned up and a bit of drip drip from my Bar Mitchell. I think that'd be beautiful. But yeah, so everything's looking up, waiting for a phone call from the doctors. Like, we're getting there slowly, but it's an uphill battle, you know. I've had really bad sleep for the last 3 or 4 nights. Like, trigger warning, I guess. I don't know if this is actually a trigger warning, but I want to make sure you're all aware in case this might trigger you guys. Trigger warning now. I've been having really bad flashbacks of past trauma. It's not been easy, but these things are sent to try us. I'm still here, I'm still fighting, and I'm not giving in. You know, I'm fighting through this, which is all you can ask for. I'm gonna now go in with the deeper brown, like the chocolatey brown here. Just to deepen that sort of like outer V. Who do I think I am? Talking like a makeup artist. Just lightly blend that through. If you can hear my mum's music, I do apologise. She is in the shower. Because we're getting ready to go for family lunch, which is what I'm looking forward to. Like, I'm gutted in myself that I feel like this on my grandma's birthday, but I'm not letting it ruin it. We're going to have a really nice time, and you know what? It is what it is, okay? It is what it is, and yeah, to be honest. Right, I'm going to go in with this gold shade, and I'm a bit nervous because I don't know what it's going to be like. Do I just use my hands? Is that better? Oh, it's not actually the shade I thought it was going to be. Oh, but it's very pretty though. Do I just go in with my gold glitter because I'm... Well, if necessary, I can cover it up. No, let's be brave. Oh, okay. Wowza. Okay, that's very nice. Like, Okay, definitely apply it with your finger though, because I think the warmth from your finger really helps. Bit harder with nails, but it's nothing we can't clean up, do you know what I mean? I like building it up because I'm like a fool. I don't go things by halves. Oh, I'm obsessed. Oh my god. Okay, it was worth the risk. I say risk, it's not really that bold of a risk, let's be honest. Oh my days, I love that. So if you're wondering, do I recommend this palette? So far so good, because it's just transformed my mood. I'm going to use my Lofe brush with my NARS Duo, which is so old, probably not safe to use in my eyes. Like, look, who remembers this? It is old, it's so trusty. Just to like bronze up. Oh, lovely. Oh, I knew it was a good move. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Love it. Just gently brush it through so it doesn't look too harsh. Your girl's already feeling better. But yeah, so the sleep deprivation isn't good. I'm waiting for a phone call from the doctor to see if they can help me with it. But other than that, life is pretty bloody good, which is really nice to tell you all. Hopefully FaceTiming Malika tonight to fill her in, because I'm seeing her in a matter of weeks and I cannot tell you how fucking excited I am. The poor girl in her 5-footness of glory is going to be bowled over, I think. The hug is going to be enormous. Tears are probably going to be had from my side because I've not seen her since like 2019. Know me by well now, you don't care. I'll go off on tangents. Going to use my favourite eyeliner in a minute off camera. And apply my lashes, which are Bay by Pound Lashes. Gotta love them. But yeah, so I'm really excited to see her, but I've got so much to tell her. Lots of exciting updates, some other stuff, and I just thought, you know what, FaceTime would probably be good, so then we're not like overwhelmed with stuff. But yeah, so 10 out of freaking 10. Like, oh my days. We all know I love a good gold eyeshadow, and this is definitely going to be a staple. I am so happy. These eyelashes went on perfectly. It's normally a battle. So, base products, let's talk about it. Who can believe I've got a Charlotte Tilbury foundation? Cheers, mum. But the mixture of budget here is crazy. So, Filter Finish by Collection, dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This stuff is amazing. Mine is in the shade Fair 1. I did get a deeper one, but it looked awful on my skin tone. Like, just stick with what you know sometimes. So I literally put this all over my face. I did stop using this for a bit and started using another primer. But do you know what? Sometimes you just can't beat good old products, and this is going to be a staple in my collection. So Collection, no, you're not watching this, but Huns, if you are, you're definitely not. Do not ever discontinue this, and I'm using the Trigwell Cosmetics TO4 brush. I definitely need to invest more in Trigwell Cosmetics because, you know, girls supporting girls. She's absolutely amazing. Zoe is just insane. And also, the quality of the brushes, like, are crazy, which I'll show you my favourite brush to help me achieve my flawless base. So yeah, this just, like, it's a complexion booster. You can wear it on its own, which I have done, which says a lot for me. Like, I've gone out for lunches and stuff with just this and like eyelashes and brows. It just makes your skin look so good and so glowy, and it just kind of like, I don't know whether it's supposed to moisturise your skin, I'm not actually sure, but for me, maybe the placebo effect just makes me feel like I'm moisturising my skin underneath like a matte foundation, and it just feels so good. So I literally just tap it in and it's just amazing. So yeah, if you haven't tried this, where have you been? And do not sit on this product, basically, because it's just so good. But yeah, so let's talk. So my mum got me an anxiety journal where you basically log things and you can just sort of like express things and, you know, just like rate things, like how it's affected you, and it's really been helping me, and I definitely recommend it. It's up on my bookshelf. It's definitely been in a vlog, so make sure you check it out, and make sure you're up to date with my vlogs, basically. Self-promo, shamelessly. So yeah, definitely check that out, because if you've got anxiety, it's such a good form of therapy. So yeah, and I basically, it's not been easy at all, and you know, I've got so many good people in my life and I just can't help smiling when I think about them. But like, you know, I take things slow with life, and we just see what happens. What comes will comes, and what doesn't. But I'm just trying to accept the fact that I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have these positive people, because I am an avid self-sabotager because of past experiences, and I just tell myself that I'm still the person I was when I had these failed friendships and relationships, and that I don't deserve to have these positive ones and succeed in ones, you know, which is such a toxic mindset. But unfortunately, it's going to take a lot of time to rewire my brain. So yeah, I'm trying to allow myself to be happy, but it's bloody scary. Like, when you've been in this mindset for so long, like I have, and like I'm sure so many of you watching have been in that mindset, it's hard to rewire your brain, like really bloody hard. And I'm just trying to tell myself that everything will be okay either way, because I am so lucky with my family. The one thing, if you didn't know about me, if this is the first video you clicked on, thank you so much for joining us. But I am so family orientated. It's my biggest quality, I think. Like, my family is everything, and without my family, I wouldn't, quite frankly, putting it raw, maybe another trigger warning, I wouldn't be here, point blank. And I'm not ashamed to admit it either, because mental health is a real thing. Without my grandma, Lynn, and mum, and obviously my granddad back in the day, but obviously he's been gone 6 years now, which just scares me, to be honest. Without my mum especially, I would not be here, and I'm not gonna cry. That woman does not know how special she is. I knew I'd get upset. And it really upsets me that my mum doesn't know how special she is, because that woman has saved me from the deepest and darkest places of my life. And she's going through her own stuff, you know. And today is going to mean so much to us as a family, spending it and celebrating my grandma's birthday, because she's also one of the... Oh, hang on. Okay, I'm back. Had the call with the doctors, it's made me feel a bit better. Tears have gone. But yeah, my mum will never know, because she's like me, how special she is. And she's my rock. If soulmates can take forms in other ways, my mum is just everything to me. So let's put some foundation on my face. I'm going to use this trick wheel brush just to disperse it so it doesn't get all over my fingers. I do put quite a bit of this on, I'm not going to lie to you. But I absolutely love this foundation. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my affordable foundations. We know I'm an affordable bitch, but this foundation is just next level. So the Trickwell foundation brush, we all know, oh my god, I'm a sponge kind of girl, and I do use this to finish it off, but I just use this to like tap it into myself. Like, look at this foundation, it is insane. Like the coverage this gives you is amazing, and it literally makes your skin look so flawless, which is the idea. There's the whole marketing behind this product. Like, look at that. It's like your skin, but better, and just, it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. Considering it's such high coverage, it doesn't make your skin feel cakey, heavy, in my opinion. That's how it's worked for me. Obviously, I know products work different for other people, but it's definitely more of a brush foundation for me. Like, I use a brush first, and then I go over with a sponge, and I've got naturally like flushed skin, and honestly, this is just dreamy. Basically, my family is just what's got me through the really crappy, hard times. Like, obviously you all know that I went through a breakup in March, and it was one of the hardest times of my life. Emotionally, physically, like, I just gave up on myself completely. Like, I'd already was at that point, but obviously it just got so much worse. And I just didn't care about myself at all. I let everything slip. I wasn't taking my medication regularly, and obviously that grew me into a darker place. I then ended up getting signed off of work for 3 weeks due to my mental health, and it just, everything was spiraling, everything felt out of control. At that point, I just completely and utterly gave up. So, you know, and I think content creators, because that's what I'm calling myself, I am a content creator for YouTube, I just think that we need to be a bit more, like, people need to be a bit more real about things. Like, obviously I know things are so private, you know, like, share what you want to share. I'm a bit of an oversharer, especially when I've had a drink. but I think content creators do need to be more real and more truthful about it, because social media is what gave me my, another trigger warning, because we're going to talk about bodies and like that kind of thing. So if you don't want to hear it, skip. I'm obviously very conscious about the fact that this conversation could be very harmful to people, and I don't want to set anyone off or put anyone in a bad place. So just skip, and I'll put the time on the screen. But if you're still watching, let's get into it. So social media is what ruined my body image. And the fact that you see these heavily edited Photoshop pictures of people, I'm going to throw a name out there, the Kardashians are notorious for it. You know, and obviously they were never people that I've ever really followed highly. You know, they're not my cup of tea personally. No hate towards them, because I think the world is too full of hate, but they're just not for me. And I think the image that they bring across is not an image that is healthy for young people. So yeah, I don't stand for that, really. I'm gonna be honest. If you like them, fair play. I don't. Like, there's aspects of them that I do, but there's also very strong aspects that I just don't. That was the Revolution XX concealer, which we all know I love, and then I use the Claudia Kilsby sponge to blend it out, because it really gets in the nooks and crannies. But yeah, so you know, I just think what people see when they look online, or you know, whatever, is so impactful to people's mental health, and I was one of those people. I am a lot better at it now, because I understand that my body's my body. I'm blessed to have my body. You know, I'm blessed to be somewhat healthy. You know, I'm still like working on that, but we're getting there. And look how easy that concealer is to blend out. This sponge is just, like, look at that. Dreamy combination. So it also shows you can have like an expensive, because I always thought expensive products wouldn't work with cheaper products. It does not work like that. It really doesn't work like that. Anyway, yeah, so my body dysmorphia, if that's how you pronounce it, was absolutely horrendous. It's still something I'm battling today. You know, it's a very common thing, and I think people, you know, a lot of time now when mental health's mentioned, people just roll their eyes and go, really? And it's like, hang on a minute. Hang on. Mental health is such a real thing. It's such a dangerous and scary thing as well. And I don't think it's definitely not talked about enough, personally, in my opinion. I know it's talked about a lot on my channel and on quite a few content creators that I watch. And I think that's so refreshing, because you know what? You know, it affects the majority of the population. So, you know, I just think people can be very ignorant and very blasé about it, and I just think that's just ridiculous. Make me look a bit more flawless, because like, look at my under eyes now. Do not sit on this puff. This puff is absolutely amazing. But yeah, I just think, you know, you just got to be so careful about what you're looking at and what you're surrounding yourself with. I used the Made by Mitchell blush in Toned Up. We're only going to put a little bit on my hand, because I forget this is a brand new one, and a little goes a long way. So we're going to use the Made by Mitchell brush, like fluff it into the skin. Fluff into the brush even. Like, look at that colour. Oh, beautiful. And then we're going to take the excess over the forehead, on the nose, on my chin, and then we're just going to put a little bit more on for my other cheek. But I'm really glad I've learned just to use a little bit now, because I was so used to using my one that was obviously nearly empty. And I just ended up putting way too much on, and it's such a lovely product, Made by Mitchell. If you need the confidence in makeup, he is such a gem. Mitchell is just such a lovely creator and makeup maker, producer, whatever. And he's definitely someone I definitely recommend you check out if you haven't already. I'm sure you have, because he's like everywhere. I say put a little bit on, I'm putting a bit more on. So I need to blend that out, and I just use my foundation brush again, because I just feel like it helps to neutralise it a little bit and buff it in properly so it doesn't look too harsh. But yeah, so I've got a lot better at like what I'm watching, what I'm like surrounding my mental space with, because obviously you've got to be so careful. Pink Honey Face Frosting in Fudge Glaze, love this stuff. Just helps add a little bit more warmth to the face and not too cool toned and ashy. I'm using that brush that I still use for my oh god, that I used for my filter finish, because I just think it just puts on the product perfectly, and it just doesn't put too much on, because I feel like too much of that product you'll look orange personally. I'm looking forward to trying my contour cake. But yeah, so I am today without the support. I've got like my friends Paige, Nina, Ellie, Like there's so many, like I don't want to miss anyone out and then watch this and be like, oi. But there's so many of my good friends that I've got in my life now, like Emma, Lawrence, Jordan, you know, there's just so many positive influences on my life. And I do think with what you surround yourself with is like the energy you surround yourself is the energy you'll breathe and like breathe, do you know what I mean? So if you're around positive people, you're gonna bring out positive energy, and I'm here for that. No negative vibes, thank you. For sure, going in with this massive product. It's the Revolution Glow Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer in Fair to Light. This stuff is so good, it is absolutely humongous, but I just use it with this trick wheel brush just to like set the cream products in place, because I just, you know, I do use setting spray, but I just feel like it helps to like keep it all like all the products where they're supposed to be, and it's such a nice bronzer. Once again, just going with my foundation brush because you just don't want it to look too harsh. So yeah, I'm loving the makeup. It's a good makeup day. Don't want to jinx it because we still have some makeup to put on my face. Not a lot though. So we're going to go with another Trigwell brush and the Paradise Crush blusher from Primark. Just the apples of my cheeks. Beautiful. Once again, a very pigmented product, so you do not need a lot. Obviously, if you like a strong blush, then that's fine. I don't. I like a flush of colour just to make the cheeks look healthy. And then my favourite step, highlight. My trusty Brunch Club, which is just battered at this point, with a Real Techniques brush. But yeah, so basically we're getting there. I've got some new medication to try. I've now been upped on my medication, which is what that phone call was basically about, to see what they could do to help me. And my doctor's surgery, honestly, I just said thank you to her, because the GPs at my doctor's surgery, like I know there's such a thing about GPs at the moment, and obviously not being able to get doctor's appointments. I'm very lucky. My doctor's surgery is amazing. And obviously with mental health, they say just say it's about your mental health, and you know, you should get a same day telephone appointment or face to face. I prefer telephones generally. A telephone appointment. Just applying some of this right in a corner just to help make it pop. I just feel like it just finishes the look so well. And on my brow bone, I don't know how I survived without getting my brows done, honestly. It made doing my brows so much easier. I'm just going to use my fan brush from Real Techniques on the tips, just to blend that in a little bit. So yeah, and we're just going to take off foundation lip, otherwise I'll forget. I'll take this with me. This is the I Heart Revolution Power Lip Oil Elixir. I'm already sweating.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
I'm going to take my powder puff with me. Setting spray we're going to be using today is, of course, my e.l.f. and I'm getting through this. The Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. I love this because it literally is so fine. I literally drown my face in it. But yeah, so basically we're getting up to date with the medication. We're sorting ourselves out. We're fighting this battle, and you can join me for the journey because it's going to be one hell of a ride. Take this off my hand because otherwise grandma's going to go, you look dirty again. What is that brown stuff on your hand? So yeah, that is the finished look. All the products I've used are amazing. I absolutely love them. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Apologies for getting a bit emotional, but that's just me. I don't think I could do a life update kind of video without getting a bit emotional. But yeah, I hope you're all doing all right. My DMs and my comment section is always open. It's a safe space. So yeah, if I can help you guys in any way, I am going to do that because you lot mean a lot to me, all right? You do. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next vlog or video, whichever you watch first.